This is the Sailing World on Water News, August 7, 2020. These are the highlights of the sport of sailing globally in the past 7 days. It was a rainy day on Pittwater, Sydney for the MC38, Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club's Winter Regatta. The local fleet took the patchy weather well, but the club beckoned. In Italy, the 1-hour classic final day had lots of windsurfing action. In the RORC race, the Wight line honors were taken by Peter Cunningham in his Mod 70 Trimaran PowerPlay. Back to Lake Garda, and the Foiling Windsurfers are in action in the 1-hour classic. T2P TV previews the 2021 Transpac Los Angeles to Hawaii 2,225-mile race. In Auckland last Saturday, it was the Lewmar 2020 Triple Series Race 2, and the crews were loving it. World Sailing looks at potential medal winners for the next Olympics. They feature Anne-Marie Rindom, the bronze medal winner in the Laser Radials in Rio. Now over to a rainy Sydney.
First win in the MC38's, had a couple of third places before, but this is our first regatta win. Very happy with that. We've been chipping away at it for nearly 2 years now, and now it's finally starting to come together.
It takes that long for the team to come together?
Yeah, we knew it'd take a while, but we've got a really good bunch of sailors on the boat, and sometimes you just got to settle down and play your own game, not let the panic and the nerves and the everything that's going on around you get to you too much.
Sure, and a pretty miserable weekend out there.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter.
There was wind.
There was wind.
That's all you need.
All we wanted was some breeze, and we didn't actually mind sailing in the stuff today that much.
It was very close. Talk to us about some of the closeness of the class.
Yeah, look, I think yesterday we had a win and we beat the next boat by nearly a minute, but today I think in the first race everybody crossed the line, looked like to me within 20 seconds or something, so yeah, it's really close, and you never let up, just never let up. There's always, sometimes you get it, if you don't let up, and try and let the opportunities come to you and take advantage of them, and that's how we played it today.
Excellent.
And of course, Billy Sykes has been with me from the start, and he's put a great team together. We've got some excellent sailors, but nobody's putting tickets on themselves. Just get out there and do it.
Good. Well, congratulations again. Let's hope it's not the last.
No, I certainly hope so too. Thank you.
A south-moving and deepening low-pressure system brought heavy rain and changeable breeze to the fleet on Sunday, July 26th, mostly south swinging to an easterly flow, 8 to 10 knots. On the verge of a fourth and final race, an attempt to make up part of Saturday's two-race shortfall, the heavens opened. The downpour reduced visibility and played havoc with the wind, RP8 race officer Steve Merrington deciding another start was optimistic, and the cold and saturated sailors had probably had enough.
And you just come off 14 days of quarantine, is that right?
That is true. So this was such a wonderful release. It's like being out of jail, I guess. You know, the opportunity to get out in the fresh air, the sunshine, beautiful boat, great crew, fun race.
It's a fantastic course, isn't it, to race around the island?
I've never done it before. It's my first time. And I've raced in the Solent a few times, Cowes Week and the next boat and my 52 and Tim Herring's boat a few years ago. But I've never gone around the island. So round the Needles, I have to say I was not concentrating on the vision. I was concentrating on my numbers, but because it's quite breezy going out past the fort. So, but anyway, and then you turn down, and then it's a glorious, glorious sight coming along. Ned was saying I've had a smile on my face. In fact, I'm getting a bit sore because I had a smile on my face for so long. Haven't done any sailing since the middle of the 600, and now looking forward. We're going to take the boat out for a number of the RORC races through August and September, and then go do the Middle Sea race. So I've got some dragon races in Europe next week, and so I'm getting back into some sailing.
Sailors from all over the globe and of all ages and backgrounds come to the Transpac for its promise of adventure, challenge, and a spectacular downwind finish in paradise.
The Transpac has a prestige. It really is a chronicle of the history of yacht racing.
To be a part of the Transpac race, I consider an honor in itself.
Growing up sailing, Transpac was the race to do. To go on Transpac, I've been looking forward to this my whole life.
We're the smallest boat on the line, out there amongst legends in this race.
Chubasco is the oldest boat in the race. She was first to finish 72 years ago. She's always done first or second, and it's like it's her 7th or 8th Transpac.
First Transpac ever, and it was for about half of our crew.
It is my 3rd Transpac.
This is my first Transpac, yeah.
Yes, first time.
Our program is completely friends and family focused. So we've got a father and a mother and a daughter on board.
My 13-year-old son is sailing with us this time, which will be fun for us.
It's pretty great to have 3 generations involved with Zimmer.
Having my daughter come up and saying that she wanted to participate, it was kind of a dream come true.
And I thought we'd have a better bond from that. And he's just a really good guy.
This is champagne sailing.
The only reason why Lord Banks back there gets to get this champagne sailing is if I pulled an all-nighter.
This would be a bed, and then there's a bed, and here's the captain's quarters.
Really enjoyed being out there, having squalls come and playing on deck in the rain.
Look at that. Clouds parted, the moon came out, and 8 million stars were above us.
And this meteor just comes like flying down the forestay, and you see it just break apart, and that was just so cool.
So we're mid-ocean, we're about 1,000 miles offshore. Hawaii is somewhere that way. And looking beautiful up here, team. Look at this. top of the marks right there.
I think for me, it's the wide open 2,300 mile Grand Prix, letting her rip. It's just so much fun. 20 knots every day, all day, for 8 days.
It was probably the hardest sailing I'd ever done, and I was almost having a tantrum, just being like, I can't do this! Doesn't matter, just drive! And then suddenly everything changed and just went, okay, you know what, I can do this, and I have to do this, and this is gonna happen. And I think that was a really great moment.
I mean, yeah, whatever, really emotional.
All these guys are great. I feel fine putting my life in their hands.
It's been a long, hard effort to get here to celebrate and take part in the Transpac. Not all of it easy. It's been pretty hard at times. Here we are surfing down the waves, heading to the Molokai Channel.
In the last 500 miles of the race, if you get it right, you're surfing the whole way. There's no place else on earth you can do that.
It's a different kind of challenge.
We love the arriving here in Honolulu. Family loves to come here and welcome everybody.
And the host families that take care of us when we land here, they do a great job every year and make us feel welcome.
I'm really excited to be here, and I can't think of a better way to have made it here than sailing 2,500 miles.
Transpac 2021, be here. Aloha!
Good morning and welcome to the Sands 100 on the Pittwater. We're getting ready. Got my offshore hat. Things are looking good. Breeze up, send on, get into it.
Okay, so we're out for the second race of the Sands Lewmar Triple Series, and you know there's a bit of breeze on, probably 20 knots, gusting up to 30 at times. You know, the sea state's pretty rough out here, and it's looking like an exciting day's racing. Let's go for a full send.
Here we are, Freedom. We're about to start the race. Flying a good 25 knots. Come on. Got the number 3 up. And the reef in. Currently doing 10 knots up towards the start. Good fun. It's going to be a good day.
Be nice. Hi everybody at home. Lots of boats behind us. We're quite happy.
Lewmar. Didn't make it to the race start because someone skied the halyard. Not quite sure who it was. And currently we're just sitting in Stingers, which is great. Loving it out here. Just going out for a yacht.
When I get there, I'll break in your arms, I'll lose control. When I get there, I'll know the answer. Let me know when I get closer. Winterland, you're my sailing ship.
Coming into one of those islands just off the top end here of Waiheke. Everything's great. Still got 2 reefs in and a reef in the first and everything's good.
I'll let my feet roll. I'll break in your arms, I'll lose control.
Good race report from the danger zone, Yacht. Behind us. Oh my gosh, flying bombs out of pubs out here at the moment. Dogs off chains. There might be quite a way in front. They've been raced so far. And not so sure how many other 88s we got, but everyone's enjoying a very windy, wintry day.
Well, here we are again on the good Basketana. Got two reefs in and the number 2 with a reef, and everything's going well. Halfway up Waiheke and looking forward to turning the corner.
Danger zone approaching the haystack. It's been a windy day. Got a nice spinnaker ride from here home. Sending it!
Happy?
Very happy.
What have you got behind you?
Rocky and the CU. The only 2 boats in our division.
Good ship wide, running down to Motor Still running the deep reef main, going a bit soft, wing and wang. Only way to go. Cow-ow. Captain Tiny.
Here we are on the mighty danger zone, Young 88. Whoop, whoop. Finish of the Lewmar 100, Sands race number 2. Extremely windy day, wasn't it, Robbie?
Extremely. I even screamed, falling off a wave.
Big waves with no backs on them, huh?
Who needs Rainbow's End?
Here's all. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Sands. Thank you, Doyles.
Thank you.
Baltic. Thank you, Lewmar. Thank you, all the sponsors there.
And thanks, Boat.
And thanks, Mount Gay Rum, the Young 88 sponsor. Oh, things are still falling over down here.
Hi, my name is Anne-Marie Rindom. I'm from Denmark and I'm sailing the Laser Radial. In Rio, I won the bronze medal. Winning the bronze medal in Rio was very special to me and something that I will never forget. It was quite special because we didn't get to race on the first day. We had to wait for the next day because there wasn't any wind, and then suddenly we were sent out and there was a big storm coming and it was just completely chaos. I remember I was very nervous and actually just wanted to get it done so I could relax. But yeah, and then the next day we raced very fair conditions. I thought that the left was gonna pay off, but it didn't. It was the right side which came on the second upwind. Before medal race, I was in the second position. Annalise, she just went past me. She was doing a really nice race, and she took the silver medal, and I took the bronze, and I'm very happy about it. But it
it was quite a challenge in the medal race, and I was very nervous, but luckily it turned out very great. Receiving that medal on the podium that day was just something that I will never forget. I had my whole family over there cheering for me on the podium, and that meant so much to me, and I still remember that moment as it was yesterday. So during this lockdown period, we came home from Mallorca in the beginning of March, and in Denmark we were allowed to sail from the beginning. It was quite cold, so we didn't. But it hasn't changed so much. Actually, what we were doing in the beginning, we were training a lot because we still thought that the Olympics was gonna happen. So of course we were trying to figure out ways how to still stay fit on shore, like lift weights, and we did a lot of bike riding, even though it was close to 0 degrees. And after the postponement of the Olympics, we kind of took like a down period. I signed up for some courses at the university to go back to school, and then and just kept the training going as it got warmer in Denmark and more open. Now we are training as normal. It's been okay. Like, it's been a really hard period with the postponement of the Olympics, but it's been okay. I have a great team around me, and that definitely kept me going in this difficult time. It's been very hard to make some plans. In the beginning of the period, we were kind of like waiting to everything to open up and see what kind of races we could do. Right now, our next competition is Kilovoka, which we are participating in September. And then the laser class still have the Europeans in October in Greece. So of course we are hoping for that. But otherwise there isn't many plans right now. We don't know where we're going in the winter period. We don't know when we can go to Japan again and to train. Of course, I hope that everything will open up very soon and we can just travel the world like we always do. But yeah, right now all the training is from Denmark. They also open for Norway now and Germany. So we're trying to make different groups and get a fleet going here in the summer period. But otherwise, I have no idea how my plan will look like going up to Tokyo 2021. What made a huge difference for me during Corona lockdowns was definitely the group that I was training with, all the young guns from Denmark who was just there and pushing really hard. I don't think I would have improved as much in this time if they were not there. So big thank you to the young group in Denmark. Nice.